It's really important to me to work somewhere that isn't purely about financial gain. It's part of our mission and our purpose to make investments that have a positive social and economic impact. Urban regeneration is about the renewal and repurposing of our towns and city centres across the UK. It's bringing back jobs and industry and creating sustainable communities. As a business, we're committed to improving the lives of our customers, and part of that involves making better places for them to live and for them to work. And in every investment that we make, it's a key criteria that we have a positive social and economic impact.
What we're doing right across the UK is investing in housing, in energy, in transportation, and in regenerating the great towns and cities across Britain. That's Edinburgh, Newcastle, Leeds, Manchester, Salford, Bristol, Bath, Cardiff, Southampton. And the communities themselves are becoming tremendously excited about the investment that they're seeing physically happen right in front of their eyes. Real jobs that pay better wages, that allow people to provide better for their family, and with a big local multiplier effect that's lifting all the boats in society and not just a few.
We had an ambition because our managing director within Real Assets understood that he also had a responsibility with £20 billion of infrastructure and property under management to actually ensure that we do the right thing for the environment, but also the right thing for our communities and society. We're firm believers that our targets have to be stretching, otherwise we won't be innovative and we won't help move the sector forward.
We've had huge infrastructure deficits in Britain. We should have been building 300,000 homes a year for the last 30 years. We've been building 150,000. This has created massive intergenerational problems, not just for young people, but also for older people as well, because we simply haven't built enough homes for the elderly, we haven't built enough modern new rental accommodation, and we haven't built certainly enough homes for younger people. That's so unfair from a society point of view. We're here to change that, and we're changing it right now. We're investing in the most modern, technologically advanced factory in Britain to build higher quality, low-cost housing for the future for everyone.
But at Legal in General, our philosophy is developing homes for all types of people, no matter your kind of economic or demographic circumstances. And our fundamental belief is that by doing that, we're creating more compelling and enduring communities, rather than just mono-10-year developments that we perhaps may look back on in 10 or 15 years' time and wonder why we made those mistakes.
Technology is going to have a profound impact on everybody's life. And what we're seeing is technology can deliver some amazing solutions. We're now seeing clean, green and cheap energy. We can build zero-carbon homes. And these are great societal outcomes. And we at Legal in General are investing hundreds of millions, in fact billions of pounds, in making this happen. Because once again, it's about inclusive capitalism, not exclusive wealth to a minority of the population.
We set very challenging energy targets. And as part of that, then the design teams are incentivised to create the most energy efficient building. And that depends on the site. It could be a mixture of renewable energy, it could be a mixture of using energy really effectively, so good control systems, good lighting systems and good equipment. And it has to be the right balance for the building and obviously for the financial case to stack up and mean that the building will make money for the investors at the end of the day as well.
We're looking to invest in technologies, businesses and physical assets and infrastructure that can deliver clean energy, clean power, heat and transport to communities both in the UK and potentially globally. We have invested in wind power that is already delivering renewable energy to the grid. We've invested in a technology business that manages the storage and deployment of that energy for consumers. And we've also invested in a solar technology business looking to enhance the efficiency of solar panels and thereby reduce the cost of solar power, We believe that every penny we invest must count in creating a clean energy system that is affordable, accessible and meets the needs of our current generation and for future generations to come. It's important in our view to understand that there are no universal solutions to improving the way that we generate and use energy and moving to a low carbon and a clean energy future.
Climate change is an important issue, of course, for everyone, and we have a small window of opportunity to reverse this trend and to build a low-carbon future. And for us, as a large investor, we have a very important role to play. And we believe that falls into 3 areas of responsibilities. One is redirecting some of the capital away from the companies and products that produce greenhouse gas emissions, and then put them into the technologies and solutions that build a low-carbon future. The second one is engaging directly with the companies that we invested in and to help them be successful in this transition. And the third one is to engage directly with policymakers and regulators to make sure that we have an orderly transition into a low-carbon economy. I've been engaged on climate change issues since sort of 1999. I was campaigning on the street about whether we're doing enough about climate change. But also I found myself in a job in finance, and I thought there was a massive gap between finance and what we're trying to achieve, as society. What I thought was that we can play a much bigger role as part of the financial community to come up with solutions to this huge problem like climate change. And that's what I've been working on for the last sort of 10 years, to sort of say, surely financing a low-carbon future is good for our money as well. And what we found is a lot of the people are starting to engage on this topic and say, actually, I want to take a part in this transition, and we believe there's a real financial case to doing that.
I think slowly people are beginning to realise this is all part of giving a value to society, which is not just a pure economic return anymore. The key issue for me is that we go forward measuring our complete impact on society, and that's both environmental and social impact, to ensure that there are positive achievements and benefits to society in what we do.